So I've been doing a little bit of research about transgenderism or transgender people or whatever. And when I mean research, I went to Wikipedia, typed in transgender, so, obviously I'm an expert now. Um, I really didn't do a lot of reading, but one thing I noticed was there are a lot of different labels that someone could identify as gender-wise, such as agender, gender neutral, gender queer, non-binary, third gender, bigender, and pangender are some of the many different gender labels that I guess someone can identify as. Oh, and another one I usually hear is cisgender, which when you actually look at the definition of cisgender, it's a useless term. It really is. Like, people who fit the description of cisgender aren't, like, confused, aren't, they just refer to themselves as either man or woman. It's pretty simple. The reason why why we've created the label transgender is because those people didn't know what to call themselves. Me, I know what to call myself. I call myself a man. I don't need the label cisgender. So that's just a useless term. I just wanted to get that out there. And also, I don't think these labels honestly help people in that, obviously it gives someone something to identify as, and that's good, but it's not good in that labels, I usually see that labels don't tend to bring people together. They tend to just divide people into different groups and factions and whatnot, so it just makes people like hate each other. And also, it doesn't make them seem any more human, like advocating for education of genders in schools. It's a good thing because education can lead towards acceptance, but it doesn't teach someone empathy. It doesn't teach them to still look at this and say, well, they might identify this way, but they're still a person. That's what's important, That's really what's important here, is a lot of people who are, I guess, against transgender people or whatever, they just don't, like, it's just so dumb, Like, it doesn't really matter how they want to identify. They're still a person. And also, why does it matter what they choose to identify as? Is it something that it just makes you feel so uncomfortable that you just have to tell them what they are? And also, who are you to tell someone what they are? You know what I mean? It just seems like a dumb, silly thing, And also, yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. So that's all I really wanted to say here. That, I don't think these labels are really helpful in that it brings us closer together as people. I think they just divide us. It doesn't, what's more important is to just be able to say, okay, how does it matter however they identify, they're still a person, they should still be treated as such. That's what's really important, and I think that's what a lot of people are forgetting here. Even people who mean well, who are trying to get out the message to, get acceptance for transgender people. Even they're missing that quota. It's like they think education leads to acceptance, which is not a bad idea, but it doesn't teach empathy. It just teaches these labels and the definitions, and that doesn't make you look at them as a person. You have to be able to look at them as people still. That's what's really important. So, and that's all I really have to say about that. So, bye.